Libra, and welcome to your February 2015 Tarot Intuitive reading with me. I hope that you have had a great start to 2015 wherever you are around the world. We're going to be doing 4 cards. Each card is going to represent a week of the month. Then at the end of the deck, or the bottom of the deck, I will pull the overall energy for the month. And at the end of the reading, we will do a special something new. So I'll keep you in suspense until then. So let's see what arrives for you. Okay. The 10 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles. The Empress. And the Hermit. And the 5 of Cups. This is a pretty strong reading for you. You've got 2 major arcana cards, 2 pentacles and a cup. So we see, if we like, if we're taking this first card being the beginning of the month, the 10 of Pentacles is often associated with finances or career. And it can be associated with happy family, or the fact that we come to a place in life where we're often, this card can represent this energies, where you feel satisfied with what you've achieved or the people around you or your situations. It's considered a prosperous card and quite a happy card, although 10s, the number 10, often indicate endings, because we have numerology goes from 1 to 10, and then when you're at 10 it goes back to 1 again. So we can sometimes perceive this to be cyclic, and that you're coming towards the end of a cycle or a phase or a period or an achievement. So any of those particular perspectives could be looked upon, but overall it's generally quite positive. If we talk specifically about finances, it could indicate that finances will be flowing well for you at the beginning of February. You may even come across something that's related to like an inheritance one way or another, or money that's gifted to you. And interestingly enough, the card right next to it, which is the second week in February roughly, this is the 4 of Pentacles. And my personal association with this card is, if we see here this person is holding on to it right in at his heart level, my experience with this card when it's turned up has shown that sometimes again you are gifted some money from someone that you know at a connection of the heart, but often it can be tied into not free giving. So it might be given to you for a reason, like to do education, or to go on a trip to visit someone who wants you to visit them, or to purchase a house that might be in a trust. So something along those lines. But it feels to me, Libra, as if some sort of money or increase in money is coming your way in early February. The indicators are quite strong. This card can also indicate a bit of movement around your house. So it can indicate possibly a trip, which we just talked about. Maybe a relative shouts you a trip to visit them. So it could be that type of trip, or it could be just a holiday pursuit, or it could be going to go for a job interview and you have to travel to the job interview. So it might be interstate or inter-country. They're quite strong cards, these messages. They're quite strong cards, and they give quite specific messages, and often, as I say, finances and a wee bit of shifting potential. If we looked at them from health, it would overall say that health is quite good. This one could mean that you perhaps should let go of anything you're holding on tightly at the heart. If you've got anything that you're in a Grinch mood about, or you're reluctant to let go of, you need to learn to let go and feel a bit more freedom around it, and not hold on to issues from the past that are troubling you, because when you hold on to them too tight, you just keep that negative energy coming with you all the time. So the message there is to let go. And interestingly enough, this card at the top, which is the overall energy for the month, the 5 of Cups, he's looking quite sadly at a bit of a loss here in his life, and he's he's having trouble to let go as well. But if he looks behind him, he will see these 2 cups still standing there. So there are still people around you that want you in their lives. They're waiting for you to turn your attention to them and to stop focusing on that which doesn't serve you any longer. So there's definitely a message here for you about making sure you look at what you do have in your life, how much you have, being grateful for it, and letting go of things that don't serve you, and coming back to accept what you have is still wonderful, it's useful for you, it's where you're at in life, it's serving its purpose. And those are really powerful messages to take on board when anything comes our way that we, find trouble letting go of, whatever it could be. We switch our attention and focus on the positives, and then it's easier to let go. This one here, the Empress, she's gorgeous. She's the epitome actually of Libra type energy. Feminine, attractive, beauty, balance, harmony, nature, fertility, love, warmth, compassion, So this is coming in the 3rd week, possibly. Either you're exuding that energy or it's going to be around you. Absolutely gorgeous period of the month, possibly. It can be a time of fertility, childbirth, increase in romantic activity, sexual attraction to either or, partners, or someone finding you attractive or you finding others attractive. It's a golden card with golden energies. It's really beautiful. And this one here, the Hermit, it's another major arcana card, and it's often associated with going within and a quiet time, more reclusive time. So perhaps towards the end of the month you get these 2 energies coming together a little bit, where you're, in that phase of, I just want some time alone to think, to go over subjects, to decide how you want to look at a matter or approach a certain thing. It's about learning about your own spirituality, the gifts you've got, the direction you want to go in. But he's holding the light, so he's actually becoming illuminated. So it's actually very powerful. It can be a very potent time of learning and to self-discovery in particular. And it can be a time of finding answers to a lot of things. So if you've got answers that you want about, which direction are you going, or what choices should you be making, or is there something happening with other people in your life, you're likely to be able to go within and find some answers at this time. Health-wise, it tells you to take some time out, to have a rest, to slow down, to connect with your physical body, make sure that you are treating it with the respect it deserves and giving it all the good things it needs. All the vitamins, minerals, nutrients. Some of you could be a bit devoid in that at the moment, so that would appear to be a big message there. So you can go to any shop these days and buy a whole plethora of amazing supplements for your body if it gets to a period where it needs some extra lift. So I think actually, Libra, you've got a really cool reading. This really nice, lots of positive energies there, especially in the first half around finances, and then in this part to do with just your whole essence and being and joy and happiness. So for the last part of the reading, I said to you we would do something a little bit different, and the deck of cards I'm going to be using is this beautiful unicorn deck. Now these cards actually have a yes and a no capacity to them. So what I'm going to say to you now is you can think of a question that you would like answered. And I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. And if you can't think of the question straight away, put the video on pause and then push play when you're ready to resume again. So think of the question that it is you'd like addressed, and whatever card comes out, it will be up to you to interpret the message for you specifically, but I will do an overall interpretation of the message as well. They're beautiful cards. Happy surprise. Something very good is about to happen. Okay. That kind of matches with those first 2 cards, and even the 3rd card, that the Empress card. that happy surprise, you know, I still come back to some sort of money coming in one way or another, or some sort of wee gift that's given to you that is a nice happy surprise. It'll be interesting to see how many of you get that. But going back to the fact that you've asked a question, and of course your question could be about anything, what I would say is it would appear that there will be a positive resolution or answer to whatever it is you've asked. Now, some of you may have asked about something that you want a really happy outcome, and some of you may have asked questions that you have a more, you know, more worrisome on your mind. But what this points to is that there is the propensity for whatever issue you're looking at to be resolved in a positive or happy way. That is a lovely little message to come your way. So there you are, Libra. This is the February reading. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a great February wherever you are around the world. And I appreciate you listening and subbing and liking, and I love doing the videos for you. So thanks guys, have a great February, kia kaha and much aroha.